Little People, Big World's Matt and Caryn attempt to salvage fundraiser as Amy goes MIA. The Roloff family has never been short on drama, and the latest chapter in their ongoing saga once again shines a spotlight on the growing tensions among the Little People, Big World cast. In a surprising turn of events, Matt Roloff and his fiancée Caryn Chandler found themselves scrambling to salvage a major fundraiser event after ex-wife Amy Roloff mysteriously went MIA, causing confusion, frustration, and speculation among fans and family alike. A fundraiser with high hopes. Matt and Caryn have been increasingly active in charitable ventures, especially in recent years as the show shifts focus from just the family drama to broader community initiatives. This particular fundraiser was designed to raise money for a local Oregon-based children's hospital that supports families dealing with rare medical conditions, something that hits close to home for the Roloffs, given their own experiences with dwarfism and medical challenges. The event was planned for months in advance, and both Matt and Amy were slated to play prominent roles. Matt would deliver the keynote speech, Caryn would help manage the silent auction, and Amy was scheduled to MC a family-oriented segment of the fundraiser, given her close relationship with many of the local families and her long-standing ties to the community. Amy's sudden disappearance. As the day of the event approached, fans and attendees grew excited to see all three major Roloff figures working together despite their complex history. However, mere hours before the event, whispers began circulating that Amy hadn't shown up to the venue. According to an insider source, organizers tried calling and texting her repeatedly but received no response. One event volunteer later confirmed to local press, "We were setting up for the family games and were told Amy would be handling that part. But then, about 30 minutes before showtime, someone came over and said, 'Amy's not coming.' That was all we got." With no explanation and no sign of Amy, the remaining team, including Matt, Caryn, and several longtime volunteers, were left to pick up the slack. The fundraiser did go on, but not without visible tension and a noticeable change in programming. Matt and Caryn step in. Witnesses at the event described Matt and Caryn as visibly stressed but professional. Despite the disruption, Matt delivered his speech with conviction, sharing a heartfelt story about the importance of community and resilience. Caryn, who often avoids the spotlight, became a more central figure as she stepped into Amy's role to help manage the flow of the event. Fans who attended noted that Caryn tried to stay upbeat for the children, smiling and cracking jokes, but her frustration occasionally peeked through. "You could tell something was off," one attendee said. Caryn was doing her best, but there were definitely a few eye rolls and tense exchanges behind the scenes. The strained co-parenting dynamic. The Roloffs have long presented a united front when it comes to their children and grandchildren, but moments like this reveal how fragile that unity really is. Since Amy and Matt's divorce, they've managed to appear together on-screen and at family events, but the underlying tension never truly went away, especially as both moved on with new partners. While Amy is now married to Chris Merrick and no longer lives on the Roloff Farms property, she's still a key figure in the extended family's brand and community outreach efforts. Matt and Caryn's engagement added new complexity to the already strained dynamic. This missed fundraiser marks the most high-profile breakdown in cooperation between Amy and the rest of the family in recent memory. Some fans are already speculating that this may be a sign of more behind-the-scenes turmoil. Social media speculation runs wild. In the wake of Amy's absence, fans took to social media to demand answers. While the fundraiser was lightly covered by local outlets, the online LPBW fandom quickly picked up the story. Comments poured in. "Why didn't Amy show up? She was one of the reasons I even went. Was this a power move or just bad communication? Matt and Caryn handled it well, but this is a really bad look for Amy. I hope Amy's okay, but she should have let someone know." Amy's own social media added fuel to the fire. On the day of the event, she posted a cryptic Instagram story showing a photo of a wooded trail with the caption, "Sometimes you just need to clear your head. #self-care, #quiet moments." While some fans interpreted the post as an innocent moment of self-care, others saw it as a subtle jab at the situation, possibly even a protest against the way the event was being managed. Chris Merrick caught in the middle? One person notably absent from all the chatter was Amy's husband, Chris Merrick. Chris has often been seen as a peacemaker between the feuding Roloffs, especially when it comes to mediating between Amy and Matt. Fans have praised him for being level-headed and encouraging of Amy's continued involvement with the family. So why didn't Chris attend the fundraiser either? According to one insider, Chris had originally planned to accompany Amy but canceled quietly a day before, citing a scheduling conflict. This only deepened the mystery, leading some fans to wonder if Chris was trying to avoid getting caught in the middle of another family spat. Damage control, Matt and Caryn speak out. In the days following the event, Matt Roloff took to Instagram to share a carousel of images from the fundraiser, writing in the caption, "Despite some last-minute changes, we had an amazing night filled with love, support, and community. Huge thanks to everyone who came out and helped us raise money for a great cause." Notably, he made no direct mention of Amy or her absence. Caryn, however, was more candid. During a live-stream Q&A hosted the next evening, a fan asked about Amy missing the fundraiser. Caryn responded, "We were really hoping Amy would be there. She was scheduled, and it would have been great to have her energy. But, life happens. We just had to pivot and keep going." While her answer was diplomatic, her tone hinted at underlying frustration. Many viewers noted her clipped delivery and visible discomfort during the topic. Amy's statement raises eyebrows. 3 days after the event, Amy finally broke her silence on the matter. Posting a longer message to her Facebook fan page, she wrote, "To everyone wondering about the fundraiser, I want to say I'm sorry I couldn't be there. There were some misunderstandings and a few things I wasn't comfortable with behind the scenes. I'm fine, just needed to step back from a situation that didn't feel right. I support the cause fully and hope it was a success." Her statement only raised more questions. What misunderstandings? What made her uncomfortable? Fans debated whether Amy was just trying to avoid confrontation, or if something deeper happened in the days leading up to the event that soured her participation. Family fallout? Now, fans are wondering what this means for the broader Roloff family. With Zach and Tori having already distanced themselves from both Matt and the show and Jeremy and Audrey pursuing their own path, Amy's rift with Matt and Caryn could widen further. The fundraiser fallout may seem small, but it's symbolic. If they can't come together for a good cause without issues, what hope is there for bigger reunions or family holidays? The Roloffs have always straddled the line between real family and reality TV spectacle, and as the show inches toward its conclusion, or a reboot, the fractures within the family become harder to gloss over. What's next? While the fundraiser did raise thousands for a good cause, the behind-the-scenes drama threatens to overshadow the achievement. Matt and Caryn are reportedly moving forward with more community events this year, but whether Amy will be included, or choose to participate, remains uncertain. Fans are hoping for reconciliation, but based on recent events, it seems the Roloff family still has a long way to go before healing old wounds. In the meantime, Matt and Caryn continue to promote unity and progress, even if it means doing so without the full Roloff family behind them. Whether Amy's absence was an act of quiet protest or a personal decision for her mental well-being, one thing is clear: the Roloffs are still walking separate paths, even under the same spotlight. Amy Roloff's fundraiser is here, but she's nowhere to be found, according to a preview clip of the next Little People, Big World episode. The Roloff family has never had a lack of drama in all the years their reality show has been on the air. During the currently airing Little People, Big World Season 25, one of the main storylines has been Amy planning for her fundraising event with the help of Matt Roloff, Caryn Chandler, and Chris Merrick. At one point, Matt compared his ex's leadership style to that of a dictator, since Amy took over the planning in a major way, even though she sought out the help of her family. Unfortunately, it looks like the fundraiser will kick off without its leader. Access Hollywood shared a preview clip from the next episode of Little People, Big World Season 25, which sees Matt and Caryn trying to figure out where Amy is since guests are expected to show up in a matter of minutes. As the Little People, Big World preview clip begins, Matt is sitting in a golf cart and asks Caryn, "Where's Amy?" looking confused. His fiancée has exasperation in her voice when she replies, "She's MIA." Matt tries to lighten the mood by joking that the next time Amy wants to be in charge of an event, he and Caryn will push back and say they're going to be in charge instead. Caryn gets a little testy with Matt as she says, "I can't stay here and chat because I have things to do now," and then walks off. Matt says that everyone is trying to stay in their own lanes and not step on other people's toes, which causes Caryn to shade Amy by replying, "The only time you want to go in someone else's lane is if they're headed to go off a cliff, and then the lanes get blurred and the lines are disappearing." As a result, Matt and Caryn are having to step up and take on other duties that Amy is supposed to be doing. Caryn is at the point where she doesn't care who gets credit, she just wants to get the job done. After Caryn walks off to continue dealing with setting up the event, Matt is still sitting in his golf cart, staring at the camera as he reveals more of his thoughts on the drama caused by Amy. "Pretty soon I'm going to lose it," he admits. "I've been the calmest one in the whole thing," which is the opposite of Caryn, who's all wound up. Amy and Chris are AWOL, which means Matt and Caryn are on our own. Amy has been spearheading the planning process for this fundraiser throughout Little People, Big World Season 25. So the fact that she's now missing when there's still a lot to do with the guests about to arrive is mind-boggling. She'll probably show up not too long after the scene from the preview clip and make it seem like nothing's wrong when she's been causing so much stress for Matt and Caryn. Hopefully, the engaged couple is honest with her and let her know it's not okay to go MIA on the big day. Little People, Big World fans delivered a warning to Amy Roloff after Matt Roloff made his big announcement about the future of Roloff Farms. Through being off the air for over a year, Little People, Big World Season 25 is catching fans up with all sorts of updates about the Roloff family. One of the most dramatic events was Zach Roloff's medical crisis when he had to undergo emergency shunt surgery. Another major storyline this season involves what will happen to the Roloff family farm. Fans took to the comments section of the Instagram post to give their strong reactions. Multiple social media users said that Amy needs to ask for a contract to be drawn up or to see it included in Matt's will to ensure he doesn't renege on his promise. Amy's reaction to Matt's announcement was one of disbelief. She did not seem happy at all. Espino226 explained that Amy was probably just caught off guard and she probably wants it in writing to believe it. After all, Matt has made promises before that he couldn't follow through with. Janelle claimed that Matt is so sketchy and is always changing his mind, so it would be best that Amy ensures Matt can't back out of it. Bonita Chica doesn't trust Matt's current partner Caryn Chandler, saying, "That woman is not that kind to do something like that," referring to Caryn's comment that she doesn't want the farm. Little People, Big World fans seem divided over Matt's decision to give the farm to Amy after he dies.